Alright, so we are here at the machine, and what I'm about to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my file selected. Before I go through and get the file selected, let's go through the thread colors that we're going to need. With this design, Tribe Called Quest Low-End Theory patch, I am going to be using some green. I'm going to be using this red, and I'm also going to be using my Madeira black, if y'all can see that. I already got the files somewhat loaded up. All I got to do is select the actual design, and it's going to be this one right here in the middle. Go ahead and tap on that. I'm going to hit the set button. It looks as big as I want it to be. Well, let me scale it down just slightly. I'm trying to keep my patches to be in the 3.25 range, so that way it's not overly big and not overly small either. Alright, so that's how I want it to be. I'm going to hit Edit End. Then I'm going to hit Embroidery right there, because I don't need to move it around at all. And I already got my hoop and thing set up. And if you guys can see here, it is going to do 11 minutes worth of red. Then it's going to do 6 minutes worth of green. And then 4 minutes worth of black. So let me go ahead and get my red thread. I'm going to set my black right here, or the red thread. Have it thread through my machine. And then we will hit that start button. The red thread is threaded through, if you guys can see that, right in there. The red thread is going through the machine. My button on the machine is green, as y'all can see right here. The button is green. That means it's ready to start stitching. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that start button. Make sure the excess thread is through. Cool. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take my tension up to 2 or almost 2. And that should be good right there. And so now we're just gonna sit here and let the machine do its thing. It's stitching the red right now. It's gonna take 11 minutes. And once that's done, we're gonna switch it to the green. And then we're gonna finish it off with the black. If there's any designs that you guys would like to see me stitch out, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to make a little video on stitching out that particular design. So I don't have a spool stand, so what I go ahead and do is I have my thread leading up to this paper clip. Nothing special, just a little paper clip that I bent into shape, and then from there it leads down through the canals and things of the machine. It works perfectly well. Never had any issues with it. Works just as good as a regular spool stand. I got my tension set to 2. Not exactly 2, but almost there. Almost at the 2 mark. The total number of stitches is 8,243. The total time it takes for this design to stitch out is 21 minutes, not including the thread changes. If you guys find this type of content helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, let me know what type of design you want me to stitch out next. Let's go back to this machine and keep stitching out this Tribe Called Quest Low-End Theories patch. This is a Etsy order, so once the patch is done, I'm gonna package it up, put it in the envelopes, print out my shipping label, order the shipping label through the Etsy's integrated system, and I will show you guys how that goes. We are using the Brother SE625. This machine can be purchased at your local Walmart. I believe it is going for $350 or $380. I'm not quite sure, I didn't check that pricing. But it's within that range. So if you're looking to get into some embroidery and you don't want to start off with a big multi-needle machine, get yourself this little home embroidery machine / sewing machine. It's a 2-in-1, so you can do regular sewing with this machine, and you can add this unit onto it to where it becomes an embroidery machine in which you can embroider out some cool designs. The machine does come with its own designs as well. It also comes with some fonts also. Not too many, but enough to get you started if you wanted to start some machine embroidery. You will of course need to get yourself a USB stick so you can have your files on that USB stick. So that way you can keep all your files in one place, plug it into that machine, and just load up that design and stitch it all out. It's always helpful to cut any jump threads or jump stitches, because when you switch to another color, you don't want your embroidery foot hitting that string and getting snagged on it and potentially ruining your embroidery. So always cut those jump threads if you can. Okay, so the machine is ready to switch colors. As you can see here, it went from being at the red to now the green. So it's telling me to load up the green thread, which I'm going to do. Let me set the camera down. Got the green thread right here. Let's go ahead and load that up. And before I start the machine, I'm gonna go through and cut that long red jump stitch. So let me change my camera angle up so you guys can see it better when I go through to cut that jump thread. So there's the jump thread right here. This thread, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that from the beginning, and I'm gonna cut it at the end. Perfect. Now we're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that green start button, and we're gonna continue this patch. So this green thread is going to stitch out for 6 minutes, and then we will switch it to the black thread. There are some jump threads in there that I'm going to have to cut, as you guys can see. So once it starts finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and cut those jump threads. Right now it's doing the text part. It's going to spell out the low end theory. Okay, so it just finished up the green. Now I'm going to have to switch it to the black thread over here on our display. It's going to do 4 minutes worth of black stitching, and the black is just nothing more than the satin stitch border. But before I start the black thread, I will cut those jump stitches just in case, so it doesn't get in the way. So let me set the camera down, and I'm going to go ahead and change my color thread. This is the Madeira 1000. So I'm going to remove it off the hoop. I can see that my bobbin is running a little low, but here it is so far. I'm going to come through and just cut these little jump stitches. Cutting these longer ones. Not really concerned about the smaller jump stitches. Alright, now let's get that back into the hoop. Drop my foot lever. The light turns green. That means it is ready to go. It is ready to start stitching. And let's finish off with that black thread. It is almost there, and it is there. And finished embroidering. So this patch is complete. I'm gonna add the Fray Check. Let's go over and switch over to the computer so I can show you guys how I go ahead and purchase my shipping labels and print them through Etsy.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
All right, so I'm over here at my computer. I got my Etsy pulled up. Let's put Etsy over on this screen right here. So if you're looking to get some good screen capture for free, use the OBS Studio. It is free to download. It is free to use. Still learning to use it, but I really like it a lot, y'all. I like it a lot. And while I'm loading up that program, I got the low end theory patch right here, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go ahead and add the Fray Check onto it. I add Fray Check onto all the patches before cutting them, so that way any excess thread or any excess fabric from the material won't be fraying. So let me go ahead and add this on here. Here's my Fray Check. Now let's go ahead and just apply the Fray Check along the borders of the satin stitch. Fray Check has been added. Put the cap back on it. Don't know if you guys can tell that I applied the Fray Check, but it's on there. So now it's recommended to let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna sit this to the side, let it dry, take it out the hoop. All right, so I'm over here on Etsy. Got my Etsy pulled up. Going to be blurring out these areas. I don't want to be giving away customers' names and addresses. So I got my order up here for the Tribe Called Quest Low End Theories patch. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this little Get Shipping Labels button. I gotta enter more information. I already got my little presets going. For my label presets, I got standard package. Then once I hit it in standard package, it shows me the pricing that it's going to be. It shows me the arrival time, like an estimate. It says it should arrive on time, but with USPS, you never know. All right, so everything looks good. The customer's address is verified with USPS. That's another cool thing about using Etsy's shipping settings. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit the review button. That's the pricing that I'm going to be charged through my Etsy account. I'm going to purchase that label. Now I'm going to print shipping label. So here's the shipping label here. Of course, these stuff is going to be blurred out so you guys can't really see what it says. But I'm going to go ahead and print it. I'm going to use my Dymo label writer. For my paper size, I got a scale, scroll down to this number here, the 4" by 6". Bam, that's looking good. It's gonna fit to printable area. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit that print button. Let me go to my printer thing because I had a printer error issue. There we go. And it is printing out, y'all, it's printing. Hey! So, there we go. So my label has just printed out. Just cleaning the patch up, cutting the excess stuff off. But go ahead and check out the finished patch and notice how I utilized all the negative space of the duck canvas for the overall design of the patch. I can just simply use the black duck canvas and it still looks good. It still looks nice, which I think that is going to be the finished patch. Let me go ahead and put it in a little baggie. I got the baggie. I'm going to go ahead and put this patch in the baggie. These little Ziploc bags, you can get these on Amazon. You can get them in like 500 at a time. Minty colored envelope, I'm gonna put it in. And just like that, I got my Etsy order ready. This is one order I gotta get ready. I have another order. Somebody ordered 5 patches. So I gotta get that one going. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos on this process of getting my Etsy orders ready, let me know in the comments below. If there is any particular design that you would like to see me stitch out, leave it in the comments below as well, and I will make a video of me stitching out that particular design. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Chris with Patch Boy Dar, Patches for the Culture, and we out of here.